There's a lot of petite people out there. A lot of them don't even know that they're petite, but they are. A lot of people still don't know what the word petite means. It's not size 0. It's your frame is smaller from your shoulders being narrower. The measurement from your waist to your neck is a lot shorter. Like some people can have longer arms and legs, but a short torso, and that's a petite measurement. I'm petite all over, so 5'2", so my legs are shorter, my arms, my torso, my back's narrow, so clothes just don't fit. And you look at clothing stores where I remember when there wasn't plus size clothing, like there just wasn't. I remember when there were no plus size models, and so those women used to walk into stores and say, I don't exist, there's nothing in here that fits me. Petite clothing has taken even longer to catch on because you can buy something, you can alter it, you can do this. It's like
go to the kids section.
You buy kids clothes, or you buy something, you have to allow another week to take it to a seamstress for them to alter it, and they come pick it up in 2 days, get it back, the extra cost on everything. And when I say everything, I'm talking pajamas don't fit. Now practically, you get pajamas, if you roll them up and you trip over them, and getting up in the night with babies and kids, can you imagine? You're getting up, the baby screams, you've got enough to deal with that without falling flat on your face, and you're like, really? There's nothing made for me. So
because I guess you wouldn't know, because to me, I'm like, I wouldn't, I know I'm not big, but I'm obviously not petite, but it would be a problem. Like, people who aren't petite wouldn't know that it's an issue.
They don't realise the frustration.
No, they couldn't.
It's so frustrating. So coat hangers are a regular size.
Yeah.
And our clothes are smaller than that.
Right.
And there are no coat hangers that exist that fit our clothing. So can you imagine, I've started making coat hangers with my clothing and have said to Target, these are to be given to the customer with the clothing because I don't have coat hangers at home that fit my clothing. So kids' ones are too small, so they drop off and put marks in the wrong spot. Regular ones come out here and all my shirts will look like that.
Right.
And so Target was saying, really? And I'm like, yeah, the list goes on so far of all the frustrations. So my thing is all about solutions and trying to create solutions for the customer and for the petite customer. And it's not something that most people would take on because it involves a lot of planning, a lot of time. There's no block. You can't just start altering other patterns. You have to start everything from scratch. And I had said to Target, we have to have mannequins in store that are petite mannequins.
Wow.
Not children mannequins, not regular adult size mannequins, petite mannequins. So we went to the artist that makes them. He said, I've never been asked, an old guy, I've never been asked to, it's just never come up before, a petite mannequin. And I wanted something where you walked in store and you saw clothes on a mannequin and you could relate to that and go, oh my God, that's like me.
Yeah.
And the relief would be the same as when, there weren't plus size clothing and then there was, and people would walk in the store and go, I exist now. I'm being acknowledged.
Yeah.
And I exist.
Yeah.
And then just the, solutions to things actually fitting, not having to pay for alterations, being able to put it on a coat hanger, not over the chair or fold it up.
Oh my God, your wardrobe must be a disaster.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there. But so Target have been amazing at taking on something that most other people wouldn't, because it's very involved to get it right.
Right.
But there's a high percentage of petite people, petite customers, and they are loving what we're developing because there's so little available.
Yeah.
There really is. And I did a whole trip to America because everybody told me there's so much more there, and I'm like, well, right, let me go and see what it is. And I went around everywhere and I'm like, it is still so limited. I never saw a petite mannequin anywhere. If you walk into a department store, so you're looking across the floor and you've got all the different labels and you think, oh, I love this label and I love that. you might walk around, you'd have to look through 10,000 items to find out that 10 of those come in a petite size.
Yeah, right.
So one t-shirt, one pair of jeans. This was in America where they had so much more stuff.
Yeah.
Then I went into stores that there's chains of them, and I pick up this shirt. Oh, I love the fabric, love that. And there's a little swing ticket that says this comes in petite. Oh, well, I was wrapped. So I went to the counter and said, oh, can I try this on in petite? And she said, oh, no, only one of our stores carries the petite stock. I said, what, one in this suburb? And she said, no, one in the state, this whole state. And I'm like, where is this Magical Kingdom store? And, oh, that one's out in Malibu. So if you want to try anything on, you could go to Malibu where there's petite stuff. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. So with Target, we have, it's currently in 100 stores.
Right.
It's online, and if it's not in a store near you, you can order everything, have it delivered to your nearest store, and try it all on. Heck, order the whole range, just try it on and see if you like it. Then once you get to know your size, you can either do the same, order it back in to see if you really like the look and the feel, or then just start ordering online. But I'm trying to make it easy, and I'm trying to give the best clothes, price, quality, service that it possibly can be, and Target are the people to do that with. Like, they're really committed to making this a success, and I'm, you know, very headstrong about how I want things done, and they really listen to all my comments, and I'm listening to all the feedback from the customers. And you know, at the moment it's still groundbreaking. Like, when we want to be part of the fashion runway, petite models don't exist. So we did the first runway coming up a year ago, and you can call around any model casting agency, and they don't have girls that short. They're never looking for them because there's, up until now, not been a demand. So I want it to get to the point where model agencies will have a select group of petite models that we can use for online, catwalk, photo shoots. So we're getting there, we're finding girls, but we're literally having to go out and find girls and say, you've got the right proportion to do this, and you want to model. These girls have never had the chance before. So it's still always a huge challenge. We've got another runway show coming up to get enough models that are petite, plus, because there's never been a demand for them before, they don't have the experience and the expertise. So it's my job to find all the petite models in Australia and train them.
You're just going to have to do it all yourself.
Yeah, so we'll
repeat on the catwalk.
Run! We'll get there in the end, but it's still just all new territory, which is something that excites me, to do something that's new. I had great fun doing my fashion label with my friend in London, but when we started that, and I said to her, I'm so sick of people saying, oh, well, we feel this niche, a gap in the market. I said, there's no gap in the market. If you stop making dresses now, if everyone stopped making dresses, there's enough dresses to go around forever. Stop saying that. So we never said that. We were like, we just make dresses that we like. End of. That's the conversation. There's no gap in the market anywhere.
How fun is that though too?
But you know, for this that I'm doing, it pretty much doesn't exist. Do you
get, when you see people in your stuff, or when you are going to see people walking around in Target stuff, do you get like, oh my God, I totally designed that, I did that, that's
so
mine.
Exciting.
It would be so exciting.
So excited, because I'm there from start to end on everything, on every project, on every photo, on every design, on every sample that comes in, on every fitting, everything I'm across. And we're doing a drop every 8 weeks of 30 items. It's a huge volume.
Of 30 new items? Do you ever sleep?
No.
Who needs sleep?
Who needs
Sleep's
sleep?
for dorks, right?